Yeah, so now let's get into this. Hopefully my audio is fine. I showed it to the other two people. I think I'm gonna show it to Yuri now. My poem. This is my second. This is like the second day of the literature club, if I remember correctly. Let's see what you're in for today. This poem is pretty good, Suki Ace. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how different everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little different and daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see inside your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. You see, that's certainly a interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands you her poem. Oh god. The raccoon. My cat's right here with me on my lap. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a quilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuffy raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as I have no idea what that word says. Unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was a symphony. The bread, my humanly curiosity, the raccoon, in age. The moon, what the hell, inseminates its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of a raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm meanly projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlon condensed. Oh my god, I can't say that. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. Did she kill the raccoon? Is that what happened? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels more to indulge in my more usual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Suki? Well, I guess, yeah. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Whoa. Thanks, AK Prince. What's up, man? But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem to next? Netsuki. forgot you're like that. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know. Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. Guess who? I already know who, AK Prince. Don't worry, I already know. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly! You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems as cute. I mean well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem is cute? No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoved my poem back towards me. Huh. Reading it again, I decided that's not so great after all. It's too cute. DokiDoki. I have no idea what DokiDoki means. I think that's supposed to be like an onomatopoeia for like a heart pounding or something. I have no clue. Hopefully I'm right. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things. Ah ha 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 ha. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your tastes, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. You're correct, Lau. Thanks, man. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. That's over. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I have no idea what that means. I don't understand poetry. I don't get poetry, but I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't judge people is what that means. I'm gonna guess. Not to judge people. Also, jumping spiders are cute, but I just don't like bristly, hairy stuff touching me. Like I'm fine with petting a cat, but the second the cat hair is off and on my skin, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like touching me. But I love animals, and spiders are cute. I always try to save the bugs. Also, AK Prince. This is as you can see by the title, it's my first time playing the game. So yeah, I also know nothing about it except for it's a little spooky at times. Alright. Let's get into this. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people found out, they'd make fun of you and think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it could make them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like that. I wouldn't judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think it's not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Alright. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. How deep are you in the game? This is like my second day. Yeah, this is like my second day, like, throughout the entire game. So, like, nothing, like, I only have, 2 saves right now. I should probably save. Yeah, just getting into it. Like, just getting into it. Well, we'll just end up... Oh, yeah, I already read that. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can all give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Is this going to be like the Battle of the Bands for My Hero Academia? Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recreate during the event. But the cool part is we're going to let everyone else come up with and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring on posters, holds it up for us to see. You kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? No, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Yes! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I am sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And more people will perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others too? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. I know we all do. And if it takes and if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then you know I can do it. Do you not like Sayori? No, I don't like Sayori. She's... I don't know. I just don't like, her. So far, I'm liking the purple-haired lady and Monica, or Monica, however you say her name. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me to choose. And because I'm the main character, I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else, acceptant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! That's too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. I don't like the ditzy airhead trope. You know? I like them knowing what to do. You know? Kind of like, I don't know, someone independent and knows what they're doing, but, you know, not so independent at the same time to where, like, they aren't wanting, like, to hang out with people. Like, I don't know. What's a good trope for that? Like, who'd be a good character to represent that? Like Tsunade or like Sakura or something from Naruto. Very basic, characters to point out to, but someone like them. I don't know. I'm the same way though with like main characters. Like it's why like I don't like a lot of main characters in shonen and Viz stuff because they're always the Goku type, where it's eat all the food, super airheaded and super dumb. That's why like in Kaiju number 8 and stuff, the main character in that, like yeah, he's kind of dumb, but he's also just a middle-aged dude who just wants to be a cool kaiju killer who's actually normal intelligence, if not a little bit above. It's just, I don't know, it's just a trope I don't like, and after watching anime or reading manga and stuff like that for so long, it's just something that's gotten kind of annoying to me. But yeah, I like the people who know what they're doing. So Luffy is the main character you don't like as well. Yeah, I like One Piece, but I don't like Luffy. I just don't like the person who's in charge of like basically his whole fighting group or group of friends, but he has the mindset of an actual 8-year-old when he's like a teenager or like in his 20s or something, you know? Like with Ichigo, it kind of makes sense. He's a high schooler who's just kind of dumb, but throughout the show, unless it's a filler episode, he actually thinks for himself. He's a bit more smart, you know. More modern anime has been getting a bit better at that. Like Tanjiro, he's kind of absent-minded, but he still is pretty smart. Yuji Itadori, the dude from Jujutsu Kaisen, he's dumb, but at least like he knows when a fight's bad, he can do stuff like that, and he actually listens to his teammates, you know? It's like it's why in Dragon Ball Z, you know, I have very weird favorite characters. I have Great Saiyaman and Raditz are my favorite characters in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, like, Demon Slayer should be a bit more serious, you know, like, Tanjiro, like, after meeting all the other pillars and everything, he should be a bit more serious, especially, like, the the blind dude and the two crazy wind guys and the medicine chick. Like, I need to watch a bit more of Demon Slayer. My girlfriend knows a lot more about it, but I've watched a lot of it with her, including the new movie. I just need to actually focus on it when I watch it. But yeah, like, my favorite character is the younger brother with, like, the shotgun and stuff, you know? But yeah, it's just a trope that's, I don't, after just, man, it all started off feeling a bit more serious and dark, quickly turning into a generic shonen after, like, yeah, it did. That is what it felt like. After a while, it started going into, like, kind of basic shonen. But I do like how just before the arc fully starts, it does get serious, and during the arc, it kind of stays serious, you know? Like, they're doing, like, their training, they're messing around, and then they have an episode that sets the tone for the rest of the arc, and they usually stick with that tone. You know, like, the Entertainment District arc was a really good show of that, where, like, you know, it was kind of goofy, and then they got into, like, the actual focusing, and, like, no, a bunch of people are getting kidnapped and killed, and a whole bunch of stuff's going on, so we need to lock in, and yeah. And then there's just Inosuke running around like a bat out of hell until he groups back up with his team. Plan on watching Sentenced to Be a Hero. Know anything about it? I don't know anything about it, actually. If I remember correctly, it's an isekai, but that's about it. It's an isekai, and it's has a lot of tropes from Sword Art Online, but that's kind of the only thing I know about it. Monica flips through her notebook and to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem, The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. I don't know what that means. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is it she's simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her whatever. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson's Eye. I think that's a book series already, called Crimson's Eye. I think so. I ain't too sure, though. Yuri's voice shakes at the start of reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into a sharp syllabus of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we caught off guard, so we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. So harder than I thought.
How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see.
I think Yuri's my least favorite. She isn't a bad character. I don't know. I just like, I also just really like smartness and like, she's cute, so.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. So it seems like the voice I am doing for her is perfect. It's soft and sweet. Right. Let's continue. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Yeah, even Suki Ace liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Suki. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Suki lower everyone's standards a little before I having to do it. Thanks. Thanks.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I'm fine. It's whatever. I might as well just get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I have wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. I'm very confident in my writing. That's something that I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem is a rhythm and has a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do this again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea for what it's like now. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets. Let me know ahead of time of what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, and let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. Oh, that's a whole thing right there. Alright. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Oh, so the festival's like happening soon. That's wild. Monday's a big day. Wait, so today's Wednesday. So, wait, no, today's Thursday? Or no, today's Thursday. We come in on, right? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the timing. Okay, so we have today. So we come in tomorrow, do our poems, and then the weekend, and then it's the festival. So today's Thursday. Okay. Man, Thursdays suck.
I can't wait.
I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. But I don't have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Sue.
It's okay, Suki. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Oh, God, I'm talking to her now.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Oh, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What did you do?
What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, to continue the story, I'd walk home with Natsuki, wouldn't I? Or is this, not a thought process like that? Oh, I guess this is where you can save. There we go. Well, to continue the story and get to know the other characters, I would just walk home with Natsuki. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Oh, that's what they, oh. No. Oops. I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down.
Isn't she so cute to be so cute and fun to be around?
That has nothing to do with it. With what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never even going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, no?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left with feeling awkward. But it's kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. That's not weird. It's also not an awkward question, but sure. You can't just lie to her. You can, but you shouldn't. W victim blaming? Thanks. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Also, I love victim blaming. It's my favorite thing. Don't quote me on that, though, because that was a lie. The music in this shit is such a bop, dog. Yeah, I was gonna add this all to my workout playlist because it's nothing but Lady Gaga and anime dating sim music, as everyone should have in their workout playlist. And I was told not to put the music in my playlist yet until I beat the game because a lot of the soundtrack's titles spoil the game. So, guess I gotta wait. Defeat. What? No, I thought that'd be her. Disarray. Uncanny. Anxiety. Memory. Oh, okay. Philosophy. Tragedy. Was she like fucking depressed or something? Why does she like such depressing words? Tenacious. Grief. See? I thought grief would be hers because she likes dark, like, deep things. Uncontrollable. Depression. See? She likes depression. She's a freak. A mutant. Vertigo. Disoriented? Whatever word that means. Sensation. Intellectual. Lust? Yeah, there we go. Incongruent, or however you say that. Determination. Secretive. There we go. I guess this is gonna be a poem for Sayori and Yuri. Aw, man. Last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing the piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat and all kinds of delicious food. I love food. I want, like, fried fair food right now. Like, something that where if you eat, like, 2 portions of it, you want to, like, die for the rest of the day. I want something like that, like deep fried corn fritters or something. Or like deep fried corn dogs. Yeah, that's where it's at. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? I'm pinning that so people know I have a girlfriend. And that's a super funny thing for me to say, so. There we go. You of all people. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon-ika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke's make no sense in translation. Huh? Yeah, never mind. Let's just focus on her. Is that fourth wall breaking? Because I feel like, I forget how, but there's like a specific way to say squid. Or calamari or something with Monica. I forget the way you say it, though. Got a phone call. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off.
Oh, sorry for assuming.
Sorry for assuming.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, AK Prince. Jeez, you worry too much about me.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't
let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Oh, is this because I said I'd walk with somebody else? Does she like me or something? Am I supposed to like her? Because I don't. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. The conversation has already disappeared with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Suki-Ace, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind? But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. Suki. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. You're like a dense MC. You don't get the feeling she likes you from the questions she asked. I don't know, man. I don't get people, alright? And also, they're not talking to me. So I can't hear the tones of the voice. Even if they had tones in their voice, I still probably wouldn't understand it. For real. Are you agreeing with me, or are you agreeing with him? Either way, you guys are both mean, calling me dense. I don't like it. You guys are mean. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. Not you, you're dense. Not me, I'm him. What? You're dense? Not you, you're... Whatever. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Suki. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Suki. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across a room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice down. Blah. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and set myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the only one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, a wild Yuri appears. Dun, 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 dun. But she always looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. Yeah, Sire, I know we're childhood friends, but I'd rather go home with a girl I just met than you, is basically what you did to her, so no doubt she's down today. Well, I didn't think of it like that. I thought it would, I'd walk home with Natsuki to, know the character more so I can continue the story. My thought process had methods behind it, and I'm not crazy. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and your expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willingly sharing that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I think, it could also be the reason why her words on the last selection of the page were sad rather than her happy words at the start. Oh, does my interactions with them, go into my poem making? That's weird. Poeters are weird. I don't get people who make poems. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, Sayori, not Sayori. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, it's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry? I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. You see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much? Suki. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants, and I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri? You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. I like food and hockey. That's about it. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not necessarily as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, isn't it? Is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. My friend's depressed over in the corner and not going to talk to her, so let's read together. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Why? But go ahead. Not at all. Thanks very much. Mind you, I love tea. I love tea. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, that kind with a filter inside. Ah, we're living in luxury here, man. Can you hold this for a second? Is it hot? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and she also fetches an electric kettle. Oh. So it's like a breathe filter. I thought she was grabbing the electric kettle for the that had a filter in it, and I was like, whoa, like a little mesh thing that you put like loose tea into to like make tea just like that. That would be a cool thing to have. Do they make that? They should make that. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. What classroom are we in? Because we're in the third year's floor in a random classroom for a club. Do they talk about like what class we're occupying? Like what homeroom or something? Or like do they ever talk about the teacher? She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. I mean, I'm going to have tea with you, why not? Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Sure. Where are you two off? Where are you two off to? It's a weird way to read that. We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it is to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? I mean, yeah. It's... Monica, please, mind your own business for once. Oh! Damn! Fuck her up, Yuri. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Suki Ace in club activities? Yeah, because what the fuck did just happen? That was a random just burst of interaction and just super out of place for both of them. Funny. But what the hell? My mouth gapes. That pose is so funny to me. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Suki. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. That was wild. What? Where'd the music go? Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Oh, hello. 027. I love this game too. And this is my first time playing it. So I don't love it yet, but I'm enjoying it. It could also be the reason why her word... Oh, that's what you just said. Okay. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Oh, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to just judge people like that. Suki. How come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your own head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them anyway. But you always amplify things in your own head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? You're gonna eat your hair now because I called you a friend, didn't I? Yuri lifts her head. Suki, I really like being friends with you. Thanks. I like being friends with you too, I guess. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. Yeah, because that's weird. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. It's gonna be so weird. She really likes being friends with you. She does really like being friends with me. Suki, do you like oolong tea? I love oolong tea. Yeah? Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle for 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Suki. Thanks. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. She's not gonna pour it for anyone else? Suki, I have another request. Another one? Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Listen, I didn't like sitting on the floor with the short pink-haired lady. I don't think I want to do it with you. Also, we have tea. We have tables. Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Back pain sucks. So, alright, I guess, yeah. I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have a terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. So valid, though. I don't know my team before. I mean, we could also probably, like, if it's the desk that allows you to, like, pull your chairs out, we can at least, like, pull, like, a seat over and, like, set my tea there, because, I don't know, I don't want, like, dust or stuff getting my tea. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Shouldn't I give that to Sayori, though, if she's, like, super upset and doesn't have... I could be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go, like, start reading, but here's some chocolate for you. Sorry. I don't know. That's just me, though. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, holding each half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in the position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. You sure? It's chocolate. It's chocolate and tea. Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. See, there's dust! I'm getting dust in my tea! Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading. Dust tea. Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. That's weird! Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Suki. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you're just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah, and you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Am I just gonna feed her chocolate now? How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest raising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but this time it's different. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. What the fuck? Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Suki, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, no problem. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Bro chose the Yuri route and is freaking out about moving closer. Listen. I just was not expecting to feed her chocolate while I was reading. Alright? Also, I don't like to share my food, so the fact that I'm giving it to her, I don't like. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Yeah, because who knows a person for 3 days and starts feeding them chocolate so intimately? Mind you. Oh, mine. But if I bought it for the purpose of sharing, then I'd be fine with it. That was my chocolate, so I didn't want to share it, but the game forced me to. But whatever. Who should I bring my poem to first? Monica. Hi, Suki Ace. Hold up, I should probably save. There we go. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? W Monica indeed. It doesn't seem like I can get to know her more, because I like her more than Yuri. But Yuri's pretty nice, and so I'm going the Yuri route. Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of other people, I'll have to get some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding from my hands. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. I can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on inside that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that... You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Oh god, the nice handwriting. It's so hard to read this. A lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of lady who wanders earth. The lady knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose. And all that was ever sought. Here I am, a father. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the current of the winds. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glowing in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and I fall and I fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her with eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. What am I thinking? Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer of all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I don't know what that means. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put too much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because, like Paradigm, the Green Lantern Corps, how, he takes over the universe and stuff, that's fun. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's nothing I noticed. Or however the hell I was supposed to read that properly, my bad. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. But you are. You're a flat 2D person. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? No, because you're... Wait, what? I don't know what one-dimensional... Isn't one-dimensional, I mean, like, inside of a 3D shape or whatever? Like pulling a sphere inside out or whatever? I don't know. I ain't smart enough for that. Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can really be disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sure. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. Get out of the way.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
Yeah, I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. It makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Yay! It's all that matters to me. Thank you, Suki.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. Just a little tired today.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, so I'm probably gonna have to walk home with Natsuki now. My bad, Sayori. Or maybe I'll finally be able to, like, walk home by myself. Or walk home with Yuri. Oh, man. This is seriously a step backwards. Huh? I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment of me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you just end up scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? Seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funnier to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. See, normal handwriting. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's have your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in a windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Ah, the kiss. That means a kiss. I know. I'm smart enough to know what that means. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap, all in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Alright, you lost me. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something that was with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it or whatever. You really can't see her doing that too? Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess I ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, I guess that's the end of that. Yuri, here's my poem. Suki, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Is it the chocolate that I gave you? Even her hands appear sweaty. Is it because of the chocolate I gave you? I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. Seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri? Yuri smiles sadly. Suki, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? No, at lunch, I just leave. And I don't come back into the club. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers, or problem solvers and discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? Well, it's like the saying, like, you can never be lonely with birds. Blah, 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 blah. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? Not a know-it-all, Suki. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. Except for how to eat your hair. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. but I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Suki. I speak too slowly, I second-guess myself all the time, and I read too deeply into things. But every time, can you just take my poem? You've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. I forgot she's got the super fancy handwriting. God damn it. Back. A Mavel millions of years ago in the making, while the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface under the clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in. Oh, Jesus. Is one of where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Will a suddenly wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air, the breeze is gentle and powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate bounty line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace. To erode at the shore, drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Jesus Christ. Write with less fancy handwriting. I beg you, please. I'm aware that the beach is kind of a benign thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird about it, did she? She just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I can agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, are we done with the poems? Do I have to... Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second! Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You divided from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri's isn't immune to it. I don't think she had a catchphrase. I think she said alright, but that's about it. Is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah! Seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? It looks like they're holding hands. I think I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ho? That's curious expression coming from Mary of all people. Calm down, you guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need to get a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I
love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Suki Ace, the only one who is truly useless. Oh, I'm the only one who's truly useless. Sorry, I read that as Monica still. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You'd always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica's suggestion to spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Suki may not like to be around if you're only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds more like you're just excuse for Suki Ace too. What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. I have brownies downstairs that I could bake. Ooh, I might do that after this. Or have somebody else do it. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. And in the end, I think it's up to Suki Ace to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Suki, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Going with Monica. Because I don't know, club captain. Sayori's gonna be working with her. Sayori's sad. I'll be able to, work with both of them and spend time with Sayori because I don't want her to show up in front of a bus or something and get isekai'd into another world. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yeah, you picked me.
Hold on a second. Yeah, Monica, you're the only one here who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Suki Ace was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make reasonable decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What do you say, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. always be bitching about Monica, bro. Choose Monica. They be hating. Excuse me? Oh, hello, kitty cat. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Objection! Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good as a job if you make one of us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. I'm not a resource to be distributed. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. Sigh. It's technically most logical for Suki to help one of you two, so I guess that's what he'll do. Well, I'll probably be most helpful helping Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Oh, but she bakes food, and I love baking. I love baked goods. Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Suki? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. I should probably save again. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. Also, it's a full weekend, guys. I can help her. I can help Yuri like one day and then go help her with baking, like finishing up the baking. All right, whatever. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should just about do it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Suki? Me? I guess you could say that. I'm interested in seeing how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. Hi. Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Suki has picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare that to. So. See, look what she did, Natsuki. Now she's eating her hair. I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Hi. Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori has always helped everyone smile and feel good about it themselves. Not about it, about themselves. My bad. No! I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone picks up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. You're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright. I guess. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. Sunday. Can't wait for it. Sunday. Monster Truck Jams. Sunday fun day. Today's Sunday. How funny. So is this gonna be like a filler episode? It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Suki. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. I'm gonna get all freaky with Yuri on Sunday. Even if you... I didn't choose you because I felt bad. I choose you because I think I'm romancing you in this game. So... get wooed. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? Something is about to get filled, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason, most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yeah, I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to this Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Which one of these is my house? I'm gonna say it's this one right here. The layout of this house makes no sense. Yeah, it does. Never mind. No, it doesn't. That one! Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Well, I've only known her for about, 4 days now? It's probably that one over there. Alright, I'm thinking it's either this house or this house. But I think it's this one. Because that means probably this one down here is Sayori's. I seriously can't wait. I want my dating sim calendar where it shows me the day and it goes, and when the next day happens, it goes doon 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 doon, and the screen goes white and stuff. I want that. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I have been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside? She might not need me. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Suki Ace. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Oh wait, I'm not reading her normally. Damn it. I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to go over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course! I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Suki.
Ah.
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This was all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and actually express my feelings, if I didn't make...
When did you express your feelings to me? What? I don't remember that. Huh. If I didn't make that stupid mistake...
Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
Ah!
Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Suki. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just saying it for the first time.
Sing what? What are you thinking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Suki? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I have had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed.
Fuck!
What reasons is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Well, why make friends? Why make other people put their energy to caring to waste by having them spend it on me?
Dog, what the fuck?
That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I almost read that as, that's why I'm not your friend. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't
understand at all, Suki. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste ever caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head.
Okay, man.
That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Suki, it's just nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is if everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in the way that I couldn't understand. Now you come here and I made you hurt too. Just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ah, Suki Ace.
YN! Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Suki Ace.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Suki Ace, hey.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know.
Gently, silently, finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Suki. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm. That's really scary, too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let go of her as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice, Dad.
Yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all the days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No! Please no! If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. Alright, I was about to say, invite her over. I live, like, right next door to her. It would be just, her, like, I'm pretty sure I probably have a computer or something she can use at my house to continue helping Monica. So, I mean, like, what's the big deal? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I'd be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright, I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I feel so bad for my childhood friend who has depression. Anyways, hot purple-haired chick is coming over, so I should just ignore all that. It's what she would want. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have rushed over and hurried more on the way home. She's right next door to me, isn't she? Like, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Right? It's fine. Alright. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. I have the most basic fucking looking room. I look like the tail dude's room from My Hero Academia, like his dorm. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. So clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening my desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? The hell do I have in my desk drawer? Do I have dirty mags? Or is it the manga that, Natsuki let me borrow? Or is it just full of trash? Should we get started? Yes. I have a few things I planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. And that's great. See, it's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. What the fuck? I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have all these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in a black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that'd be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be really neat. I love the word neat. Not a lot of people... I feel like not a lot of people say it. I love saying it. Neat's just a fun word. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Nope. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin array of vapor begins to spout. A small hole from the top. Oh, that's what she meant. I thought it was like those things that hold the incense sticks. You know? But I guess it's just like one of those like wick things that you like. Yeah, they explained it already. Never mind. In a moment, blah, blah, blah. Wow, that smell is wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a Yasmin essential oil. And it smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose Yasmin for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Yasmin enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? Sounds suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several... Jojo, you scared the crap out of me. Hey, buddy. Buddy, how about we get off the desk? I don't want cats up here. Thank you. I love you. Sorry, my cat just walked across the desk and scared the crap out of me. I'm playing in a dark room right now. What are these for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper that I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Suki. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbon. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper doing my best. Character. Like, character as in, like, the Japanese, like, character words? Or, like, am I drawing, like, Goku and, like, Deku and All Might and Naruto and stuff. I don't know. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Yeah, the knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge you. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. That's badass. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? Yeah, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. It's fucking cool. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ah! Suki! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. Yeah, you don't have to warn me now. I already know. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes her hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fizzes. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Alright, I'm here for it. I can feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh! Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Hi. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure is a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Here, put my finger back in your mouth. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Take Yuri's hand and I lick her index finger in return. Alright, yeah, no, that is weird. That's my... What is this? Suki, did you really just do that? Yeah, I did. Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that'd be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of Yasmin oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Suki. Yuri giggles stylishly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Looks like I already stopped bleeding. You see, that's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. This happened to be a bit odd. Wait, hold up. People are saying... Freaky time? Yeah. Freaky time and... Yeah. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Because, like, I get, like, sucking the blood out of a finger, you know? Like, there's, like... if we'd known each other longer, that'd be fine. But also, like, she's clearly embarrassed, so I'm just gonna lick her whole finger. Like... Nah, that's where it's weird for me, you know? That's where it's weird for me. Funny, but, you know. The knives are cool, though. Cool that she's into knives. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all on their side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Yeah, funny. That's some downright freak shit. Not good freak shit, too. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri has asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? The fuck just happened there? What the hell was that? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water, okay? If you fill up the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Is there gonna be a water filling minigame? That would be fun. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate and catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it up over her arms. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's make some paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets and dropping them into the cups. So I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the... How's a gradient? Gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium in front of the other classroom. Ha! Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite side so we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of every different color across the banner to serve as color guide where we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it at all like that at all. It's just kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I agree with that. I like when you're like hanging out with like friends or like significant other, you know, and you're just hanging out doing like you're both your own thing, you know. And just being in the presence of like people you're close to all doing your own stuff is just fun and nice. Just having it makes me feel nice. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I know you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. It's your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. There's something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. She looks a little wall-eyed right now. Is this the freaky time stuff that all you guys are talking about in chat that's gonna be happening? Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. For sure. It might be. No, Jojo. No, off the desk, Jojo. Ow! Down, cat. It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just a little longer? It feels really nice. There may be a chance that this is indeed some freaky time. Freaky time with a hot towel. Heck yeah. My cat is demanding to get on my desk, but... Be gone with thee. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. Is she looking into my eyes? Because she looks wall-eyed. I don't... I'm just going to save really fast. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Am I going to kiss her? Is it the aroma of Yasmin oil giving me the dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation to my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah! Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. Were we gonna kiss? Are we gonna kiss? I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like little stars. Looking at the banner as the whole, it's pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it'd be best to leave it here, then you bring it in the morning? I can do that, I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew! You say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit. No, that's not it. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it'd be irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, that's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she really could see our opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Oh, wait, no, I was reading that, not Yuri. I read that as Yuri. My bad. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Suki. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. You're very close, lady. You are a very imposed JPEG right now. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance, and suddenly Yuri pulls back. That fucking jump! Whoosh! Sayori!
Hi, Suki, yes?
Sayori! Just now, we weren't...
Yeah, it's okay, Suki. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Ah, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so... That's fine, right?
Of course.
Sayori beams. Yeah, so, I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. She fucking got the fuck out of there. Holy shit. Also, where the music at? Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. There, I guess there's the music. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Oh, well. I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Suki? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting?
Do you like me?
It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Suki. If I weren't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right.
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Suki. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Oh, you do like me. Okay. Alright, I get you now. Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Suki, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's a lot. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh boy. Just gonna quickly save. That's cause see, if I say I love her, she's gonna be like, oh, that's a lie, seeing how close you're getting with Yuri, and get all upset. And then if I say, and also it'll probably not be true, you know, I'm probably just saying that to like help her out, which also isn't gonna be good in the long run. And then you'll always be my dearest friend is probably gonna fuck with her too, because if I click that, it's gonna be like, oh, I thought you loved me, I thought you cared about me, oh no, oh no. If I say I love her, I'm gonna be spending all day with her at the festival, and it's gonna be really awkward with Yuri, because I think I'm trying to romance her. Good save. Yeah, thank you. It's a lose-lose. Is it a lose-lose? Okay. Why is my game at 5 FPS right now? What the fuck? I don't know what just happened. Did I pick the wrong one? Okay, there we go. What the hell? That happened the other day. I think I might have just unclicked something or made it. Well, that was wild. But alright. You will always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seem to be after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help things get back to the way they were. I
see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it's like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Don't go write a poem about this. I don't want people to know I just friend zoned you. What the fuck?
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being selfish. So please don't worry about the stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no the happiest on that path. That's why I came here, just so I could see the answer I needed to hear. And that's the other thing. You're also right about it. I realize that now. I really do know me better than anyone else. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. No.
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. Oh, and we're outside. This is so embarrassing. Why would you... Why? I don't think that's very needed. I had something paused. I don't know if that messed up my stream. Hopefully not. But yeah, okay. Everything seems fine. I'm shocked. I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. Oh, and if I said I love you, probably Yuri would have been behind me or something. Like, she was like, oh, I forgot something, but I should just get going now. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. The most I can do just for you is help in the past, that's right, but I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings that she is... Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days I expected this be the one I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Suki Ace, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's when I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Damn, I'm a douchebag. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Suki. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed, did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That was like a dating confession. I thought she was... Oh... I thought she was like, you're my best friend, but I don't think you see me as a friend. I don't think you like me. Oh, damn. Well, no going back now. That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? I don't like that wording. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They come out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more serious. Yeah, I thought so too. Drag Monica. Dang, Monica going for the neck. I guess she's being mean to me. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she's practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh. This is... Ooh, boy. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my... Oh, it looks like it just repeats. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Okay. Creepy. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. So, also, there's no music right now, and I'm fucking horrified. I don't like when things are quiet. Suki? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori has written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out. Why did my cursor just loaded? That was weird. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Hi. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I'm going to give her. I should probably go back to go, I don't know, like, if I tell her I love her, she'll probably be at school. You don't have to do whatever you want. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Where are her parents? Can't I just contact her parents? Sayori. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy. There's no response. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I really didn't want to have her enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the fuck? I don't think that can, What the... IS... And I said something back there. What the fuck? What the hell? Yeah, what the hell? You left her hanging, sadly. Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. Music's still a bop, by the way. There's no reason this can't be real. Sorry, wouldn't do this. You really left her hanging. Yeah, thanks, Elijah. Sorry, wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days. Also, my bad for dead naming you. This is why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Yeah. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. That's why. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What do I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. By the way, the song in the background is called Sayonara, a play on the words at the beginning of it. That's so funny! That's so funny! It's called Sayonara, and after she killed herself... Oh, that's so funny! Well, not like funny that she killed herself, but funny what the song's named. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so... It's not selfish. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. There's fucking ghosts in my room right now. It's the ghost of Sayori. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. We grew apart. I don't think we're best friends anymore. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. If I had only one chance, I wasn't carefully enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never. 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 That's it?
You have to go back to your last save.
What the hell? That's different. Yeah, she's a little... Sorry, looks a little fucked up right there. Yeah, that was fucking weird. I can't read that. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Uza Kapakun, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I love you. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Uza catch up to me.
You should just calling her Uza. It's Sayori.
I don't think that's normal. W Mans is in a relationship too. I am in a relationship, yeah. A very happy one. She beats me daily and I love it. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself, this is fucking weird. This is so weird. I have to drink some water, sorry. You gotta keep that intake up, you know, stay healthy. Stay healthy for real, for real. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in that anyway. This is so weird. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it says before you know it, after I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Suki? Hi, Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart and beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Ah! Did Monica make Sayori kill herself? Is that what she said? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. Hold on, I gotta adjust my chair and make it sit up more. I've been hunched over. I gotta get better at that. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of the members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess, but besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Suki, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I even refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Suki, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. What the fuck was that? That scared the shit out of me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Suki. All words escape me in this situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, is energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Suki in a club room, in a classroom, and he decided to come and check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry, I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. When she comes, sit down, Suki. Whoa! That's a whole thing right there. That's, The girls have a few desks arranged to make a table. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting in all their effort into to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. That back wall has a photo of her hanging. That is wild. That's what I was saying when I said that's a whole thing right there. That is just insane. That is crazy to me. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention. Like, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Jesus. Not gonna lie, I never noticed that before. Yeah, hold up. Let me see if I can. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the tea. Yeah, see, right back there. It's just a photo of her hanging. I'm glad you did notice it. You learn something new every day. Yeah, that's crazy. This game is freaky. This game is freaky. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. So, Suki, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Psychological horror is one hell of a genre. Yeah, I guess it is. I thought somebody got kidnapped. That's what, like forever ago when this game first came out and I planned on playing it, that's what, my buddy who played it first before me and was, like, not wanting to spoil anything, he just said somebody got kidnapped, so I thought that was the psychological horror. Nope. I guess somebody hung herself. And the game's glitching out like a fucking creepypasta. So, it's pretty cool. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces a rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Music slaps, dog. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were writing a poem called... Don't say it out loud, and give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's pretty impressive. Or a rabbit hole is deeper than anticipated? I guess, man. I'm gonna sneeze. 1 second, I gotta mute myself. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Then, the truest form of writing is writing oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of our heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I decided to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. Oh, it's not... What's her face? She's not the... I forget her name. I forgot her name. Fuck. Whatever. I need this lady who's hanging out back here. I needed to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, this seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Suki? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth in what's been on my mind lately. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, sorry, I thought. These girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Suki. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is a price I'd need to pay to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Suki? Yeah, could be fun, right? You really did scare me there for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Suki, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Suki, I look forward to seeing how you would express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety. See, that sounds like a manga title to me with how long it is. Can I really impress the all-star class president, Monika, with my writing skills in another world? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I departed from the club room and I make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between all 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. I like these 2. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. No. That was horrifying. Oh, there's only 2 of them here now. Alright, no poem. Well, no, I'm still making a poem. I just didn't know what that special poem was. I didn't want spooky shit happen. Only ever been 2? I guess, yeah, that's true, there's only ever been 2. I don't know what I was thinking. Sadness. Why did she like sadness? I thought she likes cute stuff. Required, disown, imagination, analysis, misfortune, frightening, and massacre, horror, depression, nightgown, damn it, graveyard, fireflies, parfait, oh damn it, disaster, explode, judgment, unrestrained, judge, jury, executioner. Hi again, Suki. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. That was weird. That was really weird. Also, the photo of Sayori hanging herself is gone. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. What the fuck was it? It was like an old video game starting up. Oh my god, that was horrifying. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't read that. Natsuki. Keeps the manga collection. Oh, what the fuck is happening with the music? Oh, that started to sound a bit off. That was weird. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Suki. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. What the fuck is happening? Anyway. Are they going to kill Natsuki next? What the hell is this? Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you asked. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I wanted to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want... Is something shifting? My eyes, like... I don't know, something feels off. I just knocked something off my desk. I don't know what the hell that was. Oh, it was a candle. I'll pick that up later. I don't know, something looks like something's changing. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read to keep your attention here. Let me do this. I'm going to stay in this angle. If things keep shifting, I'll be able to tell. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. This is... You okay, homie? Yeah, I'm good. I just dropped a candle on my foot from behind my desk. Kinda hurt. But no, I swear, something's shifting, like the background's shifting or something. Like... Here, I'm gonna keep my mouse in this little corner right here in between these two posters, so I can tell if it is. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh, what the fuck? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh my god. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I couldn't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. The tables? I don't see anything on the... Do my saves still exist? Oh. I guess not. Let's put a save in there. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deep in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of this same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's the whole story about anyways? Well, I look at the cover of the book. This book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the faculty gets even worse as they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... I don't think that was the same book she described to me the first go-around? Or what am I talking about? There was no first go-around. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story so that the dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Sure, it does seem to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Well, horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil. What? But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway? I'm just gonna save really fast right there. What the fuck? Then, so, what the fuck did that say? Hold up, I'm looking at my Twitch. Did I start to say Sayori? What the hell is that? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole... I kind of forget